Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sheila if you're new here. In today's video, I am discussing episodes, I believe 3 and 4 of Married at First Sight. So let's go ahead and get right into today's video. So I'm going to start out with Anthony and Ashley. We see Ashley has baby fever. Oh, they had sex. So they did consummate their marriage, which was a good thing. They had good chemistry. I love when they're together. I just love their interaction together. But Ashley really, you know, she showed that she really wants to have children very soon, within a year, which I think for me is too soon. Like, she's only 30 years old. Like, Ashley is speaking like she is 45 and she has like 5 minutes to get something in that uterus. But I need Ashley to calm it down, girl. You're only 30. And she sees people around her having difficulties conceiving. So she's kind of like projecting that upon herself, that she's going to have a hard time. But she doesn't know that. I need her to slow it down just a little bit. And just enjoy being married, enjoy having her husband, because when you have little people running around, I hear that that's kind of like, like can be awful at times, but you know, some people subscribe to that. But, yeah, I need her to calm it down just a little bit, but I love their interactions together. So, yeah, Anthony and Ashley, you're good. Okay, moving on to Danielle and Cody. Initially, I thought they were vibing. Like, I think like the first episode, I thought that they were vibing. But as we go along through this honeymoon, it just feels that Cody is just not ready for this. I think he has this idea of marriage, and he's 25 years old. These children are so young, and they're already like pressed. Like, society has us conditioned to say, if you don't have this by this age, then something is wrong with you. No, something is wrong with you. But I am concerned that he's never been in love, and that just comes with he's 25 and he's never been in love. That would be kind of not technically a red flag, but maybe a yellow flag for me, that he's never been in love. And that's something you will learn when you're dating. But these two are married, so And another thing is, Danielle wants him to be more assertive. She has this definition of manliness in her mind, which everyone has their own definition of marriage. I like a manly man, if we're going to call it that. I like my man to be assertive. I like being a lady. I just love allowing a man to be a man, allowing him to lead if he's worthy of leading, and you know, if he subscribes to the Christ thing and everything. I like that. Certain people, they have a different definition of manliness. Their man can stay home and take care of the children, and they go to work. That wouldn't work for me. But everyone has their definition of manliness. And I just think that Cody and Danielle is going to be, it's going to be like some type of clash down the road with this issue of him being more manly and assertive with their relationship, because she is ready to have sex. She is technically just waiting for him. And he's just like, So we see, like, at the end of their honeymoon, like, she thinks everything is going well, and he's like, there's a disconnect. They're not really vibing together. So I was like, And I have to admit, it was kind of boring to watch them. Like, they are becoming my least favorite couple on this show because they're just boring. They are very boring. And Cody, I think he just needs a little bit more time to grow up. I think he needs more life experience. I just don't think he's ready for marriage. Like, he is still living with his parents. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, because he is an entrepreneur, and these things happen. And some people have to move back home, you know, to get their business going. But that doesn't, for me, that means that you have to wait a little bit longer to date. Okay? Wait until you are ready financially and secure, because for most women, security is a big issue. So if you're still living at home with your mom, Are you really ready to date? Are you really ready to be married? Like, how dare you sign up to be married at first sight and you still live at home with your parents? Okay, so I don't know about Cody and Danielle. Okay, so to my favorite couple, Nate and Sheila, and I had to take notes because I wanted to remember everything that I thought of while I was watching this episode. So I think either episode 3, we saw that they finally had sex. He told Sheila about his brother and she was okay with it, which is good. But then we saw that they were on the jet skis, and Sheila just wanted to go out and just relax and, you know, take it slow, which would be me because I don't know how to swim, so I would be like, oh my God, like horrified. But she was expecting to go slow and he just took off because that's just who Nate is. And then she just had like a major meltdown after that. It reminded me of a toddler, like one of my kindergartners. She could not bounce back from that. She was so upset with him that she was just like done. But he was able to drag her out of that. But she took entirely too long to come out of that. Like, you could express to him, Sheila, that you didn't like that, but don't stay in that place. You stay there entirely too long. And I do think that Nate has an idea of marriage. Everyone has an idea of marriage. They have this perfect picture. And I'm not even married, but I have married friends. So sometimes I get to see the inner workings, the behind the scene. I get to pull like the veil back and peek inside. And it's not all roses and cotton candy and chicken wings. It's not all those good things. And people have to understand this is two people coming together, two selfish people coming together to form a perfect union. That's hard. That's difficult. Like, sometimes you may come home, you don't want to talk, but that person is there. You want to be alone, and that person is there every single day. And people don't think about that when they think about marriage these days. People think about the wedding and just having that, I don't know what they have in their mind, but it's not the realities of marriage. And that concerns me. And that's how I think Nate has this idea in his mind. And I don't know who mentioned it, either she did or one of the experts, I can't remember, that Nate has never seen a functioning marriage up close. So he has made it up himself. I think she said it, that he has made it up in his head himself. I think so. I think Nate likes the idea of being married. Do I think Nate is ready to be married? No. Do I think Nate knows how to be a good husband? No. Do I think Nate can learn? Yes. Do I think he can learn in time? Question mark. I don't know. But we are going to find out. But then we finally see in episode 4 why Sheila had the ugly cry and why she was breaking down. And I am still confused. I don't understand why all of that was necessary. Let me back up. So they play the game of ping pong, and Nate, being, you know, he's always on 10. He is playing to win, you know, and I would be like, she wants to be more romantic and caring and not cuckoo, and all these just, you know, sweet romantic things. And he's like, I'm ready to win this game. Sheila's not here for that. So she gets into her feelings again about these things. So I'm like, is this girl really going to be upset about a ping pong game? Really? But then she mentions on Twitter that it was not about ping pong. She was not upset about ping pong. And when she was, when they were at the dinner table, first, they went horseback riding, which I think production may have forced them to do that, because she said on Twitter that, you know, you have an argument or whatever, and then you're on horses. So I think they kind of forced them to do that. So that didn't work out because the horses were not here for them and their energy. So they were done with that. So then they come back to dinner, and Sheila she breaks down, and she tells Nate that she's never had someone who was always there for her, which I can relate to. But Sheila, I'm like, she's never had someone who was like constantly always there for her. But what about her father? It's not like she doesn't have this manly figure in her life, because we saw that her father was there at her wedding. He was very protective of her. It seems like he was a great dad. So I would think that she wouldn't be having these issues about a man not being there for her when her dad is like right there. That was kind of confusing. But I think she's bringing in the baggage of her past relationship into this marriage. And it's all she wants so badly for this marriage to work that she is bringing all of that into this. And she's trying to just like, I don't know. I think it's too much for Sheila. I think that she is exhausted from the process. I think that she is tired of the camera crews and everybody being there. I think it's overwhelming for all of the couples. I can imagine like having, first of all, marrying somebody at first sight, and then having a camera crew follow you around all the time, all up in your personal space, making you do these things that you probably don't want to do because you probably just want to take a nap. That's what I would want to do. So I think she's exhausted from that, and I think she's also bringing the baggage in from her past relationship. I just think she needs to bring it down a little bit. I don't know. I do, by the way, things I see on Twitter, I kind of think they make it. In the previews for the next episode, we see that they're back on good terms. But the things that she likes on Twitter, because you know when you follow someone on Twitter, you can see what they like sometime and things they retweet. It kind of leads me to believe that they're still together. So I don't know, because you know I said in my previous video, I said in my previous video that I don't think they're going to make it. I still don't think they're going to make it. But from the things I see on Twitter, maybe they did. I don't know. We'll find out. But this season of Married at First Sight is, I don't know. It's kind of boring. I don't know if I'm going to keep watching next season. This might be my last season of Married at First Sight unless they, you know, get something. I don't know. But I'm kind of bored. I was bored watching this episode because they, you know, they build you up to expect something, you know, like, oh my goodness, and then it's nothing. So yeah, those are my thoughts on episode 3 and 4 of Married at First Sight. Let me know what you guys think, and we can discuss in the comments below. As always, you guys be blessed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.